You love your dog. That is not in question. But there is a very good chance that at least one thing you do every single day, something that feels completely normal, maybe even affectionate, is being received by your dog as something painful. Not physically painful, emotionally painful. And the reason most owners never realize it is simple. Dogs do not tell you when you have hurt them. They do not pull away dramatically or make it obvious. They absorb it. They adjust. They keep showing up for you anyway, which makes it so easy to miss. Today we are going through 7 things that genuinely affect your dog emotionally, backed by behavioral science that most owners are doing without any idea. Not to make you feel guilty, to make you more fluent in a language your dog has been speaking this whole time. Their name as a warning. Your dog's name is the single most important word in their vocabulary. From the very beginning, you train them to orient toward it, pay attention to it, and feel good about hearing it. Their name is an emotional cue. It signals something good is about to happen. Look at me. We are connecting. But most owners unconsciously begin using their dog's name as a prefix for correction. Max, stop. Max, no. Max, get down. What happens over time is a slow erosion of that emotional charge. The dog begins to associate their own name with incoming negative information. Instead of orienting happily, they show subtle stress responses when they hear it. Ears back, head drop, a slight flinch before you have even finished the sentence. The fix is simple. Use their name only for positive things. For corrections, use a neutral marker, a short sound, or a plain no, and give their name back the emotional weight it deserves. Forced greetings. Your friend arrives. Your dog backs up slightly, looks away, licks their lips, and you say, "Oh, they are friendly, come say hi," and the interaction happens anyway. What looks like shyness to you is communication to them. The backing up, the lip lick, the head turn. These are a dog saying clearly and specifically, "I am not comfortable with this right now." When you override that, when you physically prevent the retreat or push the interaction despite the signals, you are teaching your dog that their communication does not work, that the only option left is to escalate to something you cannot ignore. Veterinary behaviorists consistently identify forced greeting as one of the primary precursors to fear-based biting, not because the dog is aggressive, because they ran out of quieter options. Let your dog approach on their own terms. Every time you honor that, you are telling them, "Your signals work here. I am listening." Inconsistent rules. Tuesday, the dog is allowed on the couch. Wednesday, you have company and you scold them for the exact same behavior. Jumping up is met with laughter when you are in a good mood and frustration when you are not. From your perspective, these are contextual adjustments. From your dog's perspective, this is chaos. Dogs learn through pattern recognition. Their sense of safety is built on the predictable connection between their behavior and its outcome. When that connection is inconsistent, it creates chronic low-level anxiety. Research on learned helplessness in animals consistently shows that unpredictable outcomes, not negative outcomes, unpredictable ones, produce the highest stress responses. Your dog can handle a rule, and what they struggle with is a rule that randomly disappears. Consistency is not rigidity. It is kindness in a language they can actually receive. Punishment after the fact. You come home and find something destroyed. You show your dog the damage, use a stern voice, make clear you are unhappy. The dog cowers, head down, tail tucked, ears flat, and you think they know exactly what they did. They do not. That body language is not guilt. It is a fear response to your current emotional state. Your dog is reading your body language right now and responding to the threat of an upset human in front of them. Research by Alexandra Horowitz at Barnard College found that the guilty look is entirely predicted by owner behavior, not by whether the dog actually did anything wrong. The expression is appeasement, not confession. Dogs live in the present. Their capacity to connect a consequence delivered hours after a behavior to that specific behavior is negligible. The punishment lands as random, something a trusted person did to them for no reason they can identify. That is genuinely distressing for an animal whose safety depends on your predictability. Restricting the sniff. You have somewhere to be, and every 30 seconds your dog stops to investigate a patch of grass. You pull them along. Keep moving. Come on, let's go. What you are interrupting is not dawdling. It is the primary way your dog experiences the world. A dog's nose contains approximately 300 million olfactory receptors. Humans have around 6 million. Smell is not a secondary sense. It is their dominant reality. When your dog sniffs a patch of grass, they are reading a layered chemical narrative. Who was here, when, what they ate, their stress level, their direction of travel. Research published in Applied Animal Behavior Science found that dogs allowed to sniff freely showed significantly better emotional states afterward than dogs walked at a brisk, sniff-restricted pace. A shorter walk with full sniffing access is more enriching for your dog than a longer walk that treats their nose as an inconvenience. Strangers leaning in. In canine communication, direct and sustained eye contact from an unfamiliar individual is a dominance or threat signal. And when well-meaning strangers lean over a dog and hold eye contact, the dog reads this as confrontational, regardless of how friendly the human intends to be. The leaning compounds it. Leaning over a dog is another dominance posture in canine body language. Combined with direct eye contact and a stranger's body moving into their space, this interaction lands as a multi-signal threat display. Most dogs tolerate it because they are tolerant, not because they are comfortable. And the owner, watching the dog hold still, assumes everything is fine. Teach people in your dog's life to approach from the side, avoid direct eye contact initially, and let the dog close the distance on their own terms. That is not excessive. That is basic fluency. Emotional unavailability. Your dog comes to you, not for food, not for a walk, not for anything you can point to. They just stand near you, or rest their head on you, or press against your leg, and you are busy, distracted. You give them an absent-minded pat and go back to what you were doing. Individually, each instance is minor, but your dog is not tracking individual moments. They are tracking patterns, and the pattern repeated emotional unavailability teaches is this: when I seek connection, connection is not reliably there. The research on secure attachment is consistent across species. The foundation of a secure bond is not affection in the big moments. It is responsiveness in the small ones. You do not have to stop everything, but a brief, genuine acknowledgement, eye contact, their name said warmly, a few real seconds of presence, communicate something your dog needs to hear. I notice you. You are not invisible to me. That lands every single time. Your dog is not keeping score. They will not hold any of this against you, but they are always quietly tracking what your presence feels like. And now you have 7 more ways to make it feel like something worth trusting. Drop a comment. I read every single one. Subscribe. New video every week. See you next time.